here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step toward.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Mariota on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Nate Washington, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. The second down throw here for Mariota. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Hey. We got three down. 57 to Mike.
They go play action here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
First down, Mariota. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. On second down, Mariota again. And Jones has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Again, it's Mariota. That's caught at the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Mariota again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. And Quan Bolden, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Let's go! Move, Landon!
On the run, it's Ware. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a gain of 21 that time. And that'll be good for a Houston first. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. Now Dixon. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. It's brought in by Bolden. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The safety, T.J. Ward, in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Second down, Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one down to the 25.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense in a stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that, offered it.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Again, it's Mariota. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nate Washington from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now here comes the Steelers defense once more. And dare I say, luck was on their side last drive. The short field goal was missed, so they went unscathed.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I think you nailed it perfectly. Fortunate, because he's not supposed to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Benjamin Watson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now, because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
2nd down and 4. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Surveying the field. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:59 to go in the first half. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On 1st down, Garoppolo toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
He's got Fuller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there. Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block. Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes. And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead. Now he's just hoping for number 4. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play. A first down throw for Mariota. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops. To throw Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback. Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So here we go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Steelers secondary has done a good job to slow down the passing game so far. The Texans had a lot of success throwing the football last week, but the same throwing lanes haven't been there. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Steelers have it at the 2. Mariota connecting on a pass into coverage. And it's caught for the score. The Steelers land the first punch. Down to the middle of the first. Jimmy Garoppolo connects on a pass into coverage, and he'll end up picking up 38 yards on the play. Texans would later miss the field goal try. Midway through the second quarter, Washington's got the catch here on the quick pass, and he'd cap off the 11-play drive with a TD. Following the forced fumble, middle of the field, Marcus Mariota over the middle, and it's caught for the touchdown. Steelers up now by 21. Steelers with the football late in the half. Mariota's got the completion here, and he'll end up at the 20-yard line before being tackled.
And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
23 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Complete here to the right to Bolden. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And caught, right side, Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Now let's go. Boom, land it.
They run it here. Ware. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now third down. 7 yards remaining here on third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Sproles, the return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans defense, we watch them get set to go. And even though that last drive yielded points, it was a long field goal, so they probably weren't too upset about it. Although here, obviously, they'd like to give up 0.
Of course, that's the goal each and every time now. But when they make that type of a field goal that long, you almost give them a little nod of respect to the kicker, like, congratulations. But you do feel pretty good about not giving up anything big.
Yeah, and we'll see if they can not give up anything big on this drive. On first down, it's Charles again. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Mariota on first down. It's caught left side, Bolden. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just boom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Washington with the catch, middle of the field. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Charles the low setback. From the red zone now, Mariota going underneath for Charles. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Second down, Mariota. A dump off for Charles. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. The play clock's running down. Mariota now. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jamal Charles taking it in. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Spencer Ware, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Andrew Hawkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Ladarius Green, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans cut into that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. You know, it's interesting. There was not an onside kick recovered the first 7 weeks in 2015. Teams were 0 of 24, Charles, to start the year. Has it gotten harder to recover these onside kicks?
I don't think it's gotten harder, but when you cite stats such as 0 for 24,
that's staggering.
That keeps people from trying it at all.
On the right side, caught by Green. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Ball start, offense.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field to try and get up and get it.
A first down carry here for Charles. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They come out here in the eye. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. They'll roll him out right. And some room to maneuver. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Hey, we got 3.
10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, it's Charles. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Good. One, and... Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Throwing here, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Third and goal, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Brown able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to find Green. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, Boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.